Hi everyone, I hope you are all well. So it's been ages since I filmed a YouTube video. I know I put one live like not that long ago, but I filmed that a long time ago too. So it's been a really long time since I've actually sat down and filmed, and yeah, loads has been going on. Obviously I left my day job to become a freelancer, YouTuber and blogger, and since then everything has just been so busy, and I feel really guilty because I'm probably the only person that goes full time as a blogger and YouTuber and then goes like missing in action at the same time. So I am back. I am planning on making consistent videos on either, I think, I still need to work it out, so I will leave that in the description box when they're going to be. But it's probably going to be a Sunday and a Thursday. I think at the moment it'll be twice a week no matter what. But yeah, they'll be consistent from now on, but I just need to make sure I leave a gap in between that's big enough to make sure I can catch up really. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous actually. I feel a bit weird because I haven't sat in front of a camera for ages, and even then my videos before that weren't sat in front of cameras because it's getting really hard to film with Rory as well. His dad's taken him out so I can film this video, but he's got a very short attention span at the moment, unless he's watching Peppa Pig, so he kind of wants to be playing if he is awake. But yeah, anyway, here we are. So I thought I would film the baby names tag video, and I know it's meant to be baby names we love but will not use, but I'm going to do baby names I love and might still use because I do want to have another baby. It is our plan to have another baby. So yeah, so they could all be baby names that might still come up. Baby names is something that Rich and I find really difficult. We've got quite different... when it comes to girls' names, we've got very similar tastes. When it comes to boys' names, we can be quite different. There are a few names, boys' names are really hard because there's loads of names that we both really like, but with our little boy Rory, we absolutely love his name. I've always loved his name. I picked it out when I was pregnant. Rich took a little bit of time to get used to it, but now he's here, he loves it. And for the second baby, I've always wanted to have a name again that I just really, really loved. I didn't kind of want to give it all to Rory and then pick a name that we were both okay with. So the names on this list are the names that we both like but don't like, they're not 100% like love. And I'll go through all of them a bit more. I have taken two names off the list that are my absolute favourites for a boy and a girl, just to leave a little air of mystery for when number two does come. But the girl's name on like my list of definite is one that Rich and I both agree on, but the boy's name is again one that he probably would have to take some warming up to. But yeah, anyway, without further ado, I actually found as I was writing the list out that I have way more boys' names, which I know is really unusual because normally people really struggle with girls' names. But obviously because I have a boy, I've done the whole boy name thing, and I am always more focused on boys' names because they are more difficult to pick out, and I think you have to be a bit more careful with boys' names. I don't think you can be as like off the wall with them or as unique. You kind of need to give a really nice traditional name that's going to take them through the ages. There are lots of baby names that are off the wall for boys I absolutely love, but I just don't think I can get away with it. I love Tammy Hembro for calling her baby Wolf. I love Cigarettes and Cowpole, I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but I love her for calling her baby Fox. And I also love, I'm literally having the biggest mind blank ever, Nomadi Daddy for calling his baby Atlas. I think they are such nice names. I also really love like Freddie, Archie, Alfie, all of those really sweet little boys' names, but they just, me and Rich could not agree on them at all. There are loads of boys' names I really, really like, and yeah, I feel like with boys' names, I really like traditional old names. They're my favourite. But if I could get away with it, I would definitely go more off the wall. I really like the name Wolf, but like I said, I just feel like, especially looking at Rory, he really suits a little traditional name. He wouldn't suit like something too out there, I don't think. I feel like this video is going to be like super rambly because I can just talk about baby names for ages. Right, so without further ado, so boys' names first. If you see me looking down, it's because they're written down. But yeah, so the first baby name that I love, that I really probably still might use, it would be a really strong contender if we had another boy, is Timothy. I just think that is such a cute, strong name. I really like Tim, I really like Timmy, I really like Tiny Tim when they're a baby. I just think it's a good name, and it's not one that you hear too much. The only thing that really puts me off this name, and loads of people think I'm being really silly, is I just feel like South Park has ruined the name Timmy. Yeah, I just feel like it's completely killed it, and like it's kind of now in mine and Rich's head that that is what it is, and we don't want to be doing that like in our head every time we say his name. Loads of people feel like South Park was left behind in the 90s, but South Park is still very much being made. Like Rich watches it all the time. So yeah, like obviously Rich, like loads of people say like his generation won't know, but I don't know, I just feel like there'll be some dicks from our generation that might still know. I'm probably being really silly, but Timothy is a really strong contender if we were to have another boy. Another baby name that we both really, really like is Henry. Let me see if I wrote this one down, hang on. Okay, yeah, so another baby name that we really, really like is Henry, and we actually both really like Harry too, and Harry is also on my list, so I'll cover these both off at the same time. But Harry was going to be what Rory was called for a really long time, but I love the name Harry. I've always loved the name Harry. Harry has always been one of my baby names, even before I met Rich. But I feel like Harry Clark sounds like a really cheeky little lad, and I feel like he's the type of kid that sounds like, I know this is really stupid and you shouldn't put like a name to a personality and stuff, but you just can't help yourself. And I just feel like Harry Clark sounds like the type of kid that would always be getting in trouble at school, always be off to the head teacher. It just sounds like a really cheeky name. And I feel like when I name a baby, I don't like to give too much personality. Like I like for them to make what they want of that name, whilst with Rory, there isn't a personality behind it. So yeah, so Harry was quite quickly vetoed, and there's lots of Harrys and stuff. So we've always really liked Henry as kind of like, not an alternative, but they're quite similar, I guess. Yeah, so we've always really liked Henry. My dad's middle name is Henry too, so that's quite a nice nod to him. And then I have friends, like my friend Rachel, who is the Illustrated Teacup, that's her blog, I'll link it down below. Her baby is called Henry too, and it's just lovely. I think it's a really, really nice name, and that would also be a strong contender if we were to have another boy. The next name is just a name I absolutely love. Really love, but I love the nickname. I don't love the full name, which is normally the other way around. Normally I love the full names and I don't like the nicknames. So like I really like the name Oliver, but I don't like Ollie so much. And yes, just for that stuff like that. But the next name I love is Ted. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the cutest little names. Ted and Teddy, I just think they are so nice. Ted was also thrown in with Rory the day before my waters broke, so it was a little bit too late. Like we'd already kind of decided on Rory, and then because my waters broke I just couldn't be asked to even go into it. The only thing with Ted is I don't massively love the name Theodore. Like I don't mind it, but I just feel like it's a little bit too, I don't know, I just prefer Ted. But Rich is quite into christening them the full name, and I also think a good CV name is Theodore. So that's kind of one that has to be worked on. Rich was really behind the name Ted up until recently, and he has decided that he doesn't like it so much. So I'd have to keep like digging away at that one, I think. And then the last one on my list is Peter. I love the name Peter. I think it's such a sweet little name. The only thing that not puts me off Peter is that my grandpa is called Peter and he has passed away. So I just don't really want that, like, I want him, if I had another baby and I named him, I would want him to have his name in his own right. I wouldn't want people to think I was naming him that after my grandpa, which now sounds really disrespectful, and I don't mean like that, like, because obviously it's a lovely thing to do, name them after your grandpa. But that wouldn't be why I was doing it, is the point. I would be doing it because I really like the name Peter, and I don't want people to think that he's named in place of him or because of him, when it would just be for him really. But that is also a strong contender. So all of those boys' names would be strong contenders if we were to have another boy, but I have left off my favourite name just in case. Whew. So girls' names, like I said, like before I had Rory and thought I might, like, you know, there was a possibility of a girl, and obviously there is a possibility one day, but I had loads of girls' names, and Rich and I always really agree with girls' names, but as I was writing the list out, I just couldn't really think of any. Like, there's none at the moment that I'm like, yes, I love that name. Oh, there's one, but it's not on the list because I'm keeping it a secret. But the first name is so the first two names are what Rory was going to be called if he was a girl. So the first one is Olive. I really, really liked it. I thought it was a really nice traditional name. Obviously, it's not heard very often, but it is very old and beautiful. Yeah, we put Olive on the table. That was definitely going to be his name with another name. Like, there was two contenders. And yeah, I just think Olive Clark's really cute. I just think it's a really nice, strong name. But the thing with girls' names is I prefer names that have like a little bit of like nous behind them. I've just realised there's a name in here that I'm going to change because I've just thought of another name that I like more. Right, there we go. Yeah, I like the girls' names to be really strong and nousy. I don't like anything too twee. Even the next name is actually quite twee, which I think is why I've gone off it. But I like for them to just be strong names. It can suit all personalities and just take them through. Whew. Okay, the next name is Edith, which is actually quite twee, and we liked the name Edith for the nickname Edie, and the reason that I picked out the name Edie is because of Edie Sedgwick. I don't really have any like fascination with her, but when we were going through baby names, even before I was pregnant, I just threw that one in there because I thought it was really sweet. Edie's quite a nice name. Edith is a nice old name, and yeah, but I think I have gone off that one again quite recently. The next name, which I absolutely adore, but I can never really decide if it's like borderline, like not common, because it's not common, but like chavvy. I don't know, I don't want to say it because obviously it could be somebody's name, but I absolutely love it. And that is Stella. I just think that is such a nice, strong girl's name that could just, I think the name Stella just makes me think of like a really passionate, independent girl, and I just think that is such a nice name. The next one is also a bit like Stella, where I feel like it's just a really strong name, and that is Ruby. I really think that's just, yeah, I just really like that name. I think Ruby, you can't argue with it, it's just a good name. And the last girl's name is quite out there. Rich would 100% never let me have it, and that is Penelope. And that is obviously inspired by Kourtney Kardashian. But yeah, I think Penelope's a really sweet name. I think you can nickname her to P like they do, or she could be Nelly. I love the name Nelly. My friend's little girl is called Nelly, and that is the only thing that puts me off Penelope, apart from the fact that Rich wouldn't let me have it, because I wouldn't want to have two Nellies, if that makes sense, because they are close. So yeah, those are my baby names that I love and might still use. Let me know if you like any of those names. Let me know which name you liked the most, or you think, like, let's just do a sweepstake, like name my next child for me. And yeah, but let me know what your baby names are that you also love. But I really enjoyed filming this tag. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed being back behind the camera. So I will see you again. I'm pretty sure the next video will be live on Thursday. So I will see you on Thursday. Thanks very much for watching. Bye!